This practice is Nadi Sodhana, which is translates to mean a purification of the nerves or the nervous system. A very common variation of this is alternate nostril breathing, which is what we're going to do today. This is so with all breath work and all pranayama, it's important to, I think, have like a deep reverence for the power of the practice. It can seem very simple. We're just, breathing in different kinds of patterns, but it's actually, these are actually really advanced practices. The diksha, or the threshold one crosses before practicing pranayama, is really quite a bit of yoga. So I'm introducing this. Most of you have been practicing with me for at least a year, but if you're a much newer practitioner, I would say do some aspect of what we're doing, maybe sit and breathe in a more meditative state for the duration of this practice, but you might not be doing the full practice. You might not get the full practice, and just be patient with yourself, because I do think it requires quite a bit of time before you can fully step into these practices. There's a couple of things, and I'm going to teach you the placement of the hand first, and then we'll just do a couple of test breaths, and then we'll drop into the full practice. So with your right hand, you'll fold the pointer finger and the middle finger in toward the meaty pad of your thumb, and then we'll have the thumb, the ring finger, and the pinky finger free to work with. Place your hand by your nose, and the thumb will be on the right side of the nostrils, and you don't want to touch up by the bone. You want to be just below that, where the flesh is soft and it's just touching like the cartilage that creates the division, the septum of your nose. And then the left side is ring and pinky finger. And again, you're touching just where the bone meets the flesh, okay? So for this whole practice, there's a light pressure of the fingers on this flesh. And to get very specific, when you inhale, you'll be pressing more, not constricting yet. You'll be pressing more with the inner part of your finger. So the inner thumb, inner ring, inner pinky. And when you exhale, you're pressing with the outer thumb, outer ring, outer pinky, okay? So just start to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. You can close your eyes, and let's just practice. When you inhale, pressing a little bit more with the inner finger. When you exhale, you're pressing a little bit more with the outer. So there's just a little bit of pressure on the nostrils, so just a slight constriction here, through which the breath is moving. Let's take 2 more rounds just like this. And then just relax your right hand on your thigh. Big breath in, big breath out. So you might even already notice that stuff's getting stirred up. This is also a great practice to have some tissues handy, because you might, throughout it, need to blow your nose. Another thing that's important to point out, you can really be in any kind of comfortable seat. You could do this sitting in a chair, cross-legged like Raquel is, in a virasana or a vajrasana kind of seat like I am. I'm propped up on a blanket and a block. Any comfortable seat will do. You just want to be comfortable. Another tool is sitting against a wall. It's a really helpful way to do this practice. One more thing I want to point out, and then we're going to we'll do a few kind of test runs of the breath, and then we'll drop into the full practice. As you're sitting, you'll find that your chin is going to pull a little bit towards your chest. Those of you who know Jalandhara Bandha like a Jalandhara Bandha, although we're not doing Jalandhara Bandha. Don't be alarmed by that. the head kind of falling forward. And I love this quote from Light on Pranayama, which is Iyengar's book about breathwork and pranayama. And the quote is this: when the head is gently brought down and the chest is lifted up, the calculative front brain becomes silent and the contemplative back brain becomes active. So it's the subtlety, I think, of these practices like that, how we're doing this subtle shift into the more contemplative realm that makes these practices more advanced. One other point is that we're going to begin now alternating from right and left. We'll be inhaling through right, exhaling through left side of the nostrils, inhaling left, exhaling right. So we're creating this purification really of like the brain, right? So the right side of the brain controls the left side of the body, the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body. So we're creating this sort of like counterintuitive almost purification of right and left side. There are nadis all over your body. Nadi means like it's any channel. So the ones that are recognized by science are like your nervous system, your veins are nadis, but there's more subtle energy nadis. The biggest one is Sushumna Nadi, which is an ethereal double to your spine, a channel that runs from the base of your pelvis up through the crown of your head. This kind of a practice is a purification of these channels in the body, okay? So we have it. Let's start to move with this practice. So again, pointer and middle finger folding into the meaty pad of your thumb, ring and pinky hovering out. Place the fingers again as we did already. Let's take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Now lightly block the left side. You're not going to lift your thumb away from the right nostril. Take a big breath in through the right. Block the right, a little more pressure with the outer thumb. Open the left, exhale through the left. A little pressure, inhale through left. Block left, exhale right. The thumb stays touching the skin of the nose. Inhale right. Little inner thumb pressure. Block with the outer thumb. Exhale left. Inhale left, little pressure with inner ring and inner pinky. Block with the outer part of the fingers. Exhale right, a little pressure of the outer thumb. Inhale right, little pressure of the inner thumb. Now you block the nostril completely. Exhale left. Inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Keep the fingers touching the nose even though you're opening the nostril. Inhale right. Block right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Block left. Exhale right. Little pressure of outer thumb. Inhale right. Little pressure of inner thumb. Block evenly right. Exhale left. Little pressure of outer fingers. Little pressure of inner fingers as you inhale. Block. Exhale right. I'll give you less cueing now. Inhale right. Block. Exhale left. Inhale left. Lock. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block. Exhale left. Inhale left. Lock. Exhale right. On your own, continue. Inhale right. The next time you inhale right, you'll lower your hand and exhale through both. Inhale and exhale. Notice the quality of your breath. And with as little movement as possible, you're going to make your way to lie down in Shavasana. And allow yourself to integrate the aspects of the breath work in a resting posture. Please stay here as long as you'd like. 5, maybe even 10 minutes would be a great amount of time to linger here. If you need to close your practice here, place one hand on the heart, the other hand directly on top of it. Just take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Namaste.